welcome back to some Naruto Ultimate Ninja. So today, people, I mean, you must know from the title, but we're gonna finally talk about why I think Naruto 4 Tail sucks, and try to follow along because I'm only gonna do this once, and you guys will understand why I think he sucks, or know he sucks. So, we're just gonna read him real quick, and just to make it so I will make it super fair, I'm gonna read his gates that he has, that he unlocked too. So, let's read his abilities. So, talking about that, we're gonna just read the top one, alright? The advanced one. Alright, so his passive guarantees a crit upon attacking the bleeding target. Each attack on the bleeding target will increase your own damage by 32.9% stackable. Upon death, renders the enemy ninja who killed you to fall into a stun status for 1 turn, reducing 300 chakra of this ninja. If the following curse seals exist in our lineup, triggers additional effects. So Forest, you will get increase your own crit damage by 15%. Fire Curse Seal, increase your own chakra regeneration speed by 150%. And Mountain Curse Seal, increase your own defense by 15%. Now, increasing your own thing on a bleeding target, the target has to be bleeding, so that's fine. But 32.9% is a nice damage. 300 chakra on target. I mean, they already can't do anything because they're stunned. Chances are they just get their ultimate back, unless you got maybe something to slow it down. It's fine. These curse seals are pretty good. I mean, they're not anything amazing. I mean, maybe 15% defense is pretty good. Crit damage, it's not so bad. I mean, he already gets a lot, but increases your own chakra regeneration speed by 150% is actually really good too. So, Alrighty, next. Deals 177.9% plus 1,280 points of damage to the enemy unit with the lowest HP. If this attack kills a target, additionally restores your own chakra by 300 points, and you can cause endless status against all enemies. Now I'm guessing you have to kill them to do that, unless you just do it just from attacking. I don't really know. Don't use them. So, but I'm guessing it says, and you can cause endless bleeding status against all of them. So I'm guessing it's when you kill, because it says additionally restores. Yeah. I don't know. Either one. And then his ultimate deals 345.8% plus 4,000 points of damage to a row of enemy units, and there is a 100% chance to render the target to fall into the endless bleeding status. Can be dispersed. There is a 10% chance to render yourself and the rear row targets and the rear row friendly targets to fall into endless bleeding status for 2 turns. Increase crit damage by 70% before attacking and bleeding status. So here we go. First of all, you hit your own people. You put your people in bleeding status form. There's a chance to do that, which I don't know why you would want that. If I headbutt you in the face and you're bleeding and then I'm bleeding, I think it's safe to say nobody wins because we're both bleeding. If it's like I punching you in the nose too and broke my hand, we both lost. It's pretty much we're both hurting. So yeah. Cool. So that's a thing. So this is the thing. So you guys, sounds great, right? Lots of damage, lots of crit, just the way everybody else in this game, attacks. Now let me show you why that's bad. See, there's a thing that you guys forgot to account when you're talking about him. And I'm going to show you what that thing is right here. So there's a number right here. It's called defense. He is one of the attackers that do not have anything to go through defense, which means he is bad against defense people, which means in Ninja King, if you pick a defender against him, he usually can't really do anything, which is why KOLS probably stopped running him, because I would just put Conan and he lost every time. No matter how much stronger he was, he cannot break through defense people because this is actually a pretty substantial number. So let me put it to you like this, okay? So basically he's got attack and attack defense. Although crit damage is 70% on the bleeding target, man, you know what's crazy? I wonder if there was a character in the game, maybe like a I don't know who could also get, 70% crit damage. Like, who that would be a character in a game who could really get, like, crit damage, maybe 80%? I don't know. Like, it's just a thought that I could probably give to the creators. Maybe, make someone who can do insane crit damage by 80%. That's just tossing that out there. So yeah, cool. So let me show you something. Basically, when you take an attacker, you have to do him against like everybody. You have to see how he performs against most attackers and the people that do the same thing as him. So let me gauge something for you. So, Nagato. Okay, Nagato is basically him, but better. A lot better. Okay, so let me show you something. First skill does the damage. It's guaranteed to do his first skill also because of his passive, but I'll read that. Damage to the and steals 15% attack of the target for 1 round. Reduces the target's 20% skill trigger rate for 2 turns. Increases own skill trigger chance by rate for 2 turns. And 20% crit hit for 2 turns. 15% chance to increase 150 crit damage to the attack. Okay, cool. Already sounding better because he has a crit on everything and steals your attack too. That's pretty great. Is it row? Damage to a row. So you steal 15% from both targets. So you already have 30% more attack. So that's great. Okay. It's already better than him because he gets 32.7% attack from a bleeding target. Has to be bleeding too. Okay, the 6th gate, damage to a row. Steals the target's 30% crit hit damage, 30% defense, okay, 30% anti-block rate, and reduce its 350% 350 chakra from the 3rd round and ignores the enemy block until the ending battle. Okay, the 2nd gate's passive skill is increased 8.2% to all ninjas in their own lineup. I'm not sure what that is. It just says that number. And increases 30% crit hit and 40% attack to itself until the ending of the battle. 100% chance to use the skill. Already sounding better. Wow, man, crazy. Okay, that person's done. So let's try Tsunade. So Tsunade attacks enemy, inflicts, whatever. Restoring HP by only 50%. You already get 50% of your health back. Guy's already great. And absorbing 200 points of chakra from the target, which is amazing too, because they won't get their ultimate. If they start off with it and you kick them in the face first, they lose their ultimate. Chances are her kick does a lot of damage, so she might even kill you before you even get the ult. The target hits reduced damage rate by 30%. Isn't that crazy how all of them are reducing something on an enemy team? So weird. I don't know, it's just weird to me. Okay, if this attack kills a target, then increase block rate by 50%. And it controls it by 50%, which isn't great, but it's something. It's better than having nothing, but it's 15, so you probably wouldn't even feel that. After unleashing Ogi, permanently ignores enemy block for yourself, does an insane amount of damage to a single enemy unit, and absorbs 20% attack, defense, damage rate, damage reduction from the target for 2 turns. If this attack kills a target, restores 100,000 points of rage. Let me put it to you like this. So, when you're attacking, right? Okay. Let me show you something. So let me take this. Let's do numbers because I love numbers. 682,000. Okay. Let's put someone even at his rank. Okay. Who are you? Look, you're not even. You're not that high, but still, 178,000. Right. So you have to basically minus 680,000 from this number, and then that's the damage you're doing. Okay. So that's the damage that you would be doing theoretically if you did a basic attack or whatever. And then the damage that you get for percentages or whatever will also factor in. Now you have to break through defense because all defense people give themselves defense. So you're trying to break through defense. Okay, cool. Now Let's put that against somebody who actually steals your 20%. So let's do it like this. Now we're gonna do Tsunade versus Itachi Susanoo, my Itachi Susanoo. So what we're gonna do is, now Itachi Susanoo has 234,236, okay? Attack is 925. I don't think we have to do whatever. HP. Now she, okay, let's go back to her, right? Steals, absorbs 20% attack and defense. So by 20%, because it's a percentage, it's better. Damage rate and damage reduction. We don't know damage rate or damage reduction on him or the numbers, but she takes it. Okay, so let's now put that there to her attack. Okay, so wrong thing. I'm sorry, I'm supposed to click her. So he has 925,000. 20% of that is now hers. So somewhere around, I don't know, 174,000, something like that. Something like that. Something around the 100,000s. And then 20% of this is now hers. So cool. And she has a million 30. Yeah. Okay. So basically, her attack went up to about a million to 300,000, and 20% of her defense is now higher. That's why people like damage dealers, you have one job as a damage dealer: to kill people. All he does is kill attackers, which, okay, an attacker can always kill an attacker. That's their job. That's why they're an attacker, because they can attack. You get it? Do you get it? Okay, so let's keep going. Let's see who else isn't as great. Now, he has this to break target with 100% chance to break parry. Now we don't sure what parry is. It's got to do something with defense, I guess. Apply a burning effect, and with a 50% chance to stun, which is the reason most people use them, and damage reflection by 30%. Now, let's move on to the next one. Deals damage to the enemy line and increasing self-damage immunity by 20%, and decreases enemy rage by 200, and enemy rage restored by 90%, with a 30% chance to clarify the target and absorb enemy's damage by 20%. So you're absorbing again. Interesting. I can't remember if Naruto Four Tails absorbed. Maybe that's because he doesn't. Okay, so if you hit two people, you stole 20% of their damage and absorbed it, and now you have 40% more attack when you attack two people, which is why people die when he attacks them. Wow, interesting. So crazy. Huh. Increase the damage reduction of your front row by 13.12%, 13.25%. Increase damage rate of the rear row by 13.25%, which is already great. When their four seals are present in the field, you get damage reduction and whatever. Yeah, it's just stuff for them being on your team. Don't have to really worry about that, but it's still great because I have Nagato on the team. Right here, Nagato. So I got crit her rate of all by 25%. Increase your own attack by 20%. When being present with Susanoo Itachi, which I have, increase your own defense by 20%. And when being present with Meitsurumi, which I have, increase your own crit rate by 20%. Okay, so already sounding better. And he can stun off of his skill. When the trash can Naruto actually does it, he just hits you, and when he dies, which is a perfect time to stun, because that's great. When he dies, he then stuns somebody. That's, because you want him dead first, I guess. So we were talking about how the only other person had fell off was Jiraiya. Man, let me see why Jiraiya fell off. It's so weird. I mean, why would Jiraiya be falling off at this point? Let's see. Alright, so let's see. Jiraiya's reduced attack of all opponents by 19.4%. Upon attacking, the enemy units are affected by burning, increases damage by 30%, disperses debuffs, and effect on yourself also increases damage reduction by 20%. And the higher the HP, the higher the HP steal and attack, up to 30%. Okay. deals 188.8%. Plus 2 to single enemy unit. First guarantees this increase your own control resist and chakra regen by 20%. Attached to the burning effect to target. Man, he seems like he doesn't really take anything from them too. A little bit of attack, but that's weird. Okay, and in burning effect upon dealing damage, stealing the enemy's block rate. Oh wow, he steals block rate. Not defense, but not too bad. Crit rate by 20%, also 50%. The Ogi damage rate for 3 turns upon casting. Wow, he doesn't steal a lot, which is weird. You would think he would. Maybe that's why he's falling off, because he doesn't steal anything against defense people. So let me tell you this then, guys. He's already behind almost everyone in the game, because everyone seems to steal something. Why don't we continue then? Okay, cool. Sasuke Susano. Now, I was reading him, and I was like, man, he doesn't really steal anything, damage resist, yeah, whatever. And he gets crit, so I was like, man, maybe he's at the thing of Sasuke Susano's, it points to the enemy row, increase the crit rate. So I was like, okay, well, he's not great. And then I got to this. Single enemy unit ignores the block and damage immunity, so ignores both of them. If the enemy is a defense type, then deals 35% additional damage, increases your own crit strain by 25%. Weird. Now he's good against defense people with his 8 gates. He steals. Okay, so are you sensing a trend? I have to put him against a defense person. Okay, he doesn't kill them. You get extra damage. 70% against a bleeding target, so you have to bleed them first, and then you have to hope that he can kill a defense person, which he could barely even do. When you use your skill, you attack a person with the lowest HP, which means you're not attacking defense. Cool. So if the whole back row died, right? Let's say theoretically the whole back row died. Okay, Naruto Four Tails in a safe spot in the back. Okay, with 2 other people in front. Okay. Now your job is to kill Itachi Susano and Konan with enough damage. Which you can't do because she heals, and you don't have enough damage to kill them. Which means they run rampant and kill your whole enemy team, because when I face Kakashi or people in the inter-server Shinobi world, they're always the last 2 living. And granted that in Arena, you have more health. 100% more health. So how do you kill a defense person you don't do damage to? Interesting. Okay, since he's already behind everyone that I've already pointed out already, why don't we continue then? Cool. So let's see. Young Kakashi. He's bad. I don't like him, but to a rear enemy row, reducing the defense of the enemy in the rear row by 20%. If he was to kill everyone in there, eventually he would start ulting the first row, and then they would lose defense. Would they not, if he was alive? Okay, cool. So, already below him, and I think very low of young Kakashi already. Cool. Oh, Akatsuki first gen are great against defense. We already know that he counters them. So where do I put you? Okay, Anbu Kakashi does damage to defense people. He does true damage. How far do I have to go to put you somewhere where you're actually good? That's almost all the potential 17s in the game that are attackers. Almost all of them. So I have to put you between the gauge of the Jiraiya Sage mode, I'm guessing, and young Itachi, young Itachi, cat-eared. Because I can't put you. Listen, guys, listen. I can't do anything. If you can't kill defense people, you're just gonna die. If you got one, if you're not gonna kill Konan in my team, you lose. You have to kill Konan because she's ulting and giving Itachi Susano health back, giving everyone health back. If Tsunade is the only person that can kill Konan, at this moment. So she would be the only person to counter her. Unless you had row damage, which then you could do row damage at like Nagato and seal the defense of Konan or Itachi, so that way you can kill them easier. You see the thing, you can't do damage to them. You got more damage to try and break through defense, which is crit damage by 70%, which isn't great because Nagato gets 80%. So you're just a worse version than Nagato that can go to a potential 18. So, you know what though? I don't know shit. Math doesn't mean anything anyways. You know what I'm saying? So you know what, man? You guys keep using them. Cause I love W's. And I take them all day. Every time I went against KOS, Defender. My Kabuto beat 156,000, I think it was, before he took him out. Because he doesn't do anything. That's why I don't like him. And he had a 7-star Naruto Fortail. I'm assuming he had the 6 gates open. Even if he didn't, wouldn't help him. It's not gonna do anything. It's not gonna do anything. But I'm the joke for hating him. So there you go. That's why I don't like him. Every single damage dealer in this game has a way to steal something from you and kill you. That's why Tsunade one-shots you, because she steals 20% of 4 different things. That's why Nagato kills you, because he steals 30% of certain things. And he gets 80% crit hit damage. That's why Heidi Madara kills you. Because, like, it's like, pick anything, guys. Anything. Like, what was it? He steals, he gives damage to the front and back row, and then, well, I mean, you know, all that stuff. But it was here. This ring. 30% chance, where is it? Decreasing self-damage immunity by 20%, decreases enemy rate by 200, and restore speed by 90%, with a 30% chance to clarify the target and absorb the enemy's damage by 20%. And that's not even open. Open? Let's see what it does open. Increase your own damage reduction and crit hit damage by 25%, reducing the target's thing, and regeneration speed by 100, and then 100% chance to clarify a target and an ally target, and enemy damage by 20% and 25%. So pick anything, guys. I can't see who we'd be better against. If numbers were all that mattered on his ability, then we could argue that if it's 300%, then that's what damage he does. Yeah, really? Well, if that's the case, then Tsunade having 471% wouldn't work, because then Kaguya has 415%, and she can't one-shot defense people, but she can damn near one-shot attack people. Right now, most of the people that face Kaguya kill themselves on her revenge effect. You know, but I don't know shit. It's cool. You know what, though, guys? I love you guys. Keep using Naruto if you think I'm lying, because I love the W's. Because every time I face them, I get W's. Love it. Every time I'm like, whew, thank God for Naruto, because I could just put you against Konan. Countered completely. You do absolutely nothing to her. You can't kill her even if you wanted to. You could last 70 rounds against her, so you still won't kill her. Cool. You could last 70 rounds against Itachi Susanoo. You're still gonna lose. Cool. Go ahead, use them. When you have no way to kill defense people, I'll be there. Don't worry about that. So, there you go. That's why I don't like Naruto Fortails. He doesn't bring anything to the table. His damage is lackluster. Most of the people that fight, such as Tsunade, Nagato, they have stuff that they can even take from attack people. When he was in the attack, when he was in there, in the X-Server Ninja King, and KLS used to use him, it still was a 50-50 chance. You could probably still 50% beat him. And then when he went up against defense person, it was like a 90% chance. I saw him lose to someone's Itachi Susanoo that was 800,000, but He's great though, guys. Don't worry about it. Gotta love math. So yeah, guys, that's why I don't like him. Please don't get him. And if you want to, hey man, W's. I love the W's. I just love the W's. Bring them to me. Okay, guys. One more thing. I got a video to show you. So you guys know me. I like to bring you the latest and the greatest all the time. All the time. This isn't the video. It's the next one. Yeah. Okay. So this guy had the guy that I faced right there. I think it was the dude on top. He had red ranks on his team against my second team. So right here, this is my team right here, and I won the first round. My team mainly wins the first round. Most people that beat me just beat my two less teams, and they usually never beat my first team. But I mean, unless you know, KLS and those people up there. But yeah, so right here, you know, I whipped ass. Obviously, destroyed. And the second team I was expecting to lose and then win the third team. So I was like, you know, that's crazy, you know. But you know, it'll work. So I put this team here, and I thought I was like, this is pretty bone, because like right now, like off the bat, I was like, they're red ranks. There's no way I win this. And this goes to show you how strong Sasuke Uchiha Curseal is, and why he's the best 17 in the game right now. So you can just watch this, and I was I was surprised that he didn't die right here, because I was like, oh well, he's definitely dead. So he didn't die somehow. So I was like, all right, well, that's okay. He'll die eventually. So he ults 2 people, kills them right off the bat, just like normal. He hits this person. And I was hoping he hit this guy, Kasame. I was like, yes, Kasame just died. It's cool. So he ulted. He lived that. I'm guessing right now, I think, oh yeah, he came back because of the thing. He gets in enraged berserk mode, gets all of his health back completely, one-shots. He came back because of Orochimaru Akatsuki. So he definitely died, came back, got all his health back, and he went to berserk, killed them, and then ulted again and killed them. So he beat everybody by himself, basically. Now, I don't want to say completely by himself, because of course he had the help of the team coming back and everything, but he did all the damage to them. So there you go, man. Best 17 in the game. It's crazy, absurd. And I don't know if you've seen the numbers on the healing that I was getting, but that's a lot of healing. Like a lot of healing. So, but yeah, guys, I hope you enjoyed it though. I hope this was informative, and you know, just I mean, you know, if you want to listen to me, you don't have to, but I'm #1 in my server, so I don't really care. I came here to help people. If people don't want the help, you know, that's up to you. That's why I came here to help. You know, one person said it in the video. Thank you for, you know, he said thank you for me making videos to help you guys. And that's what I want to do. I want to help you guys. You guys can take my advice or leave it, but you know, I'm very good with numbers, and I love math class. I was a freaking nerd, so that's the only thing I was good for. So I'm a nerd. I love Star Wars and all that shit and all that math stuff. That was right up my alley. So when I did math, that's pretty much all I did. But you can run numbers, you can do it yourself, have fun with that, man. But yeah, I love you guys though. Thank you for supporting me. You know, you said thank you for me doing for me helping you guys. You know, no, thank you guys, because without you guys that would be nothing. So I know you're thanking me, but let me thank you. You guys are the one that watch me and give me support and all that. So I do my best to grab, you know, comments that you guys are unsure about, and try and dissect them as best as I can to help you guys get better at the game. So I love you guys though, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.